Hello guys, it's Fat Cockney here. Sorry that I haven't posted anything for a couple of weeks, but the weather here has been atrocious. Just not been able to go out shooting. Today, this video is primarily for British people or English people about shooting who want to take it up. But also it could be interesting for you guys overseas to what we actually have and what we shoot here. So let's get started. Right here, we have my Ruger precision rifle. It's not loaded, I checked before. This is in a .308 caliber, and I primarily use this for target shooting. I shoot this at a number of ranges, out to about 1,000 yards. It's a good gun. I just wish they were as cheap here as they are in the States. I've got a sound moderator on the end. That helps the recoil as well as the bang. So people in England, we can own these. Right here, we have my Saiga or Saiga. It's made in Russia. This is chambered in 223. It's ain't a standard round for these guns, but there's plenty of that ammo here in England. It's a straight pull rifle. Basically, what that means, when you want to shoot it, pull back, let go. Shoot it, pull back. Because we are not allowed semi-automatics in England over 2.2 rimfire. Great gun to shoot, this one. Don't forget, like and subscribe. I keep forgetting. Right here, I have my Smith & Wesson self-loading rifle. It's not fully automatic. It's just self-loading or semi-automatic to some people. It can take magazine up to 50 rounds. It's a great fun gun to shoot. Collapsible stock. I have a sound moderator on it, which helps in shooting in indoor ranges, as there's a small range that I use indoors as well when the weather's too nasty. Great little gun. People do use them for vermin shooting. I use pretty much all my stuff for target and recreational shooting. Here I have my Rossi, which is a copy of a Winchester. This one is in .357 magnum, but I also shoot 38 specials in it. Great cowboy gun, fun to shoot. Everyone should have one in their collection. Shotguns. This shotgun, this is quite good actually. It's a Turkish shotgun. Semi-automatic or self-loading. Also, you can convert it, a little switch on the side, then becomes pump action. This is in 12 gauge. Good cheap gun. I use this primarily for crop protection, pigeon control. I do as well shoot this target rifle. Sometimes I fit a scope on the top, as it does have a rail to fit a scope. You can get shotgun scopes. And I shoot target slug with it. Good fun. With semi-auto shotguns in England though, we're only allowed 2 shots in the magazine, 1 shot in the chamber, under a shotgun license. This is my Bicol Hush Power 20 bore sound moderated shotgun. Made in Russia. Built like an old Soviet tank, cheap as chips to buy. I think I paid for this £350 in a gun shop over in Biggin Hill. That's where they make them. Over here, anyone can buy a shotgun that's silenced if you have the paperwork for a shotgun. There's no difference whether it's moderated or not. This is a single shot. For these to work best, they've got to use subsonic cartridges, which basically means the cartridge is going slower than the speed of sound. The sound all gets trapped in here while the shot's going to the target. It does help with normal cartridges, you know, on the sound, but you're not going to get its optimal performance out of it. Here we have my muzzle loading 12-bore shotgun. Just shoot it for fun at the range. It's a good laugh. It's a reproduction, a copy. Takes a cap, pour the powder down. Don't put the cap on first, mind you. That goes on last. Good fun to shoot. You can shoot solid ball with these as well. Another shotgun here. Fun to shoot. Sound moderated Mossberg 410 shotgun. Ideally, they're for vermin. I enjoy using it clay pigeon shooting, but I sometimes forget the pump in between clays. Again, good fun gun. I enjoy all shooting. Here we have a Beretta 682 Goldie. This is my main clay pigeon gun when I'm trying to win some competitions. Lovely gun. Fits great. Right now, I'm going to talk a little bit about pistols. Pistols technically are banned in England, but when they done a definition of a pistol, I believe it was something that had a barrel shorter than 12 inches and was shorter than 2 foot. What we have to put up with in England, this is not a real sound moderator, it's a barrel shroud. That barrel is 12 inches long. Also has this little counterweight on the back to make it a total 2 foot. Great gun. This is a German sporting gun pistol in 2.2 rimfire, semi-automatic. Again, because we can only have firearms in 2.2 rimfire that are semi-automatic. That's normally the largest semi-automatic pistol you can have. There are other categories of firearm certificates, but most people don't have them. You know this. You know, you can own submachine guns, all sorts of pistols, but you've got to have a bloody good reason. So, just for you people on YouTube who say that's not right, you can own them. Yeah, you can, but you've got to have been someone in the someone important really in government, and you got people after. You may have people after you for policies that you've promoted in the past. In Northern Ireland, you can own semi-automatic weapons. This here is my 357 Magnum. Great pistol. Again, 12-inch barrel. Bit of an armrest support thing. Don't really need it, but we need it for the law. 2 foot barrel. But at least you can own them. Lots of people in England don't know you can own, you know, pistols. Another way you can own pistols, but they would convert this cylinder to maybe 2 shots only. If you do a lot of hunting as a dispatch weapon, obviously much shorter barrel, as a dispatch weapon for deers and things when you go hunting, that sort of thing, or maybe a slaughter man, you know, for putting down horses or other animals that could be injured on the road. This brings me on to another type of pistol we can own in England, muzzle loaders. These are great fun to shoot. I enjoy. The only thing I don't like about them is cleaning, especially this one. This one is great to clean. It's all stainless steel. Don't even need to clean it the same day. I just put it in a plastic bag, put some lubricant on, and clean it a couple of days later. No problem. No rust, no nothing. This, if I don't clean this a couple of hours after shooting it, it will start to rust up. I don't actually shoot black powder in them. I shoot a black powder substitute. All firearms in England and shotguns are only used for sport or for hunting. We don't use them for self-defense. We don't need to use them for self-defense. All firearms must be locked up in a police approved safe. All the ammunition, except shotgun ammunition, needs to be locked up in a police approved safe. It needs to be fixed to the wall or fixed to the floor. I personally store my firearms at a local gun shop. Some of my rifles I store at the National Rifle Association. Reason being, I don't own my own house at the moment. I'm in rented accommodation. It's not really suitable to keep them here. I work away a lot. It's the safest thing for me. I know where they are and they're very expensive. They're locked up, they're safe. You know, it just horrifies me, you know, when you hear stories in the States where children's found their dad's gun and shot themselves or their little friends just playing cowboys and Indians. You know, these are the rules of England, guys. I know you guys in the States are going to say, oh, you've given up your Second Amendment right. We never had a Second Amendment right. So we don't even have free speech in England. So theoretically, I can lose my license or certificate for even saying the wrong thing on here. So sometimes I turn the comments off because it gets a little bit heated with you guys. I have to turn it off. Otherwise, the police here could get involved. Now, for those in England who are wanting to get into shooting, your best thing to do, if you don't know nobody, go onto Google and just Google gun clubs near me. There should come up some clubs, phone numbers in to go and see. Now, depending on what you want to get into, if you want to get into clay pigeon shooting, local gun shops are good. Again, go to a local gun shop and just say, do you have any clay pigeon shoots? They normally do. Get the name of the club secretary and phone them up. Just say, look, I'd love to do shooting. I've not got a gun. Would it be possible? And normally they would find someone at the shoot who are happy to take you round. I've taken people round many times that really want to have a go at shooting. So you can get into it. If you want to get into the firearms, you have to belong to a club for a minimum of 6 months before they let you apply for your firearms certificate. If you live on a farm and you've got acres and acres of land and you've got a problem with various critters and vermin, there's a good chance the police will just say, yeah, sure. In England, though, I think you should join a club for the simple reason they'll explain the safety. You know, with this pistol, you need to know how to load it. In England, we don't have the gun culture that they have in the States, that you can just ask your dad, your granddad, your big brother how it works, how to load it. You know, with this, you got to put, basically, you put your powder in, you put your wad, you put your ball. It's all got to be rammed tight. Afterwards, you put your cap on. If you put your caps on first and then you're loading it, something goes wrong, it's going to blow your hand off. So you know, you need to join a club to learn these things. The National Rifle Association in Surrey, which I belong to, wonderful club. They do loads of courses for black powder rifles, pistols, courses for shooting out to 1,000 yards, gallery rifle, all sorts, and it makes you safer, guys. So I recommend it to learn how to shoot properly. Join a club. Also, if you join a club, if you've got a reason to shoot a firearm there, the police normally let you own it. You know, the caliber restrictions at the moment, there isn't really any. If you want a 50 caliber rifle, you can have a 50 caliber rifle, but you need somewhere to shoot it safely. So there's not many places in the south of England that you can shoot a 50 caliber rifle because of the density of the population and the small landmass. But there are some here, and I do know local people that shoot 50 cal rifles. You can You can reload here. You can buy all your reloading equipment, reload your ammunition at home, which a lot of people do for 50 caliber because it's such an expensive round to buy. You might as well make them. Right here we have my air rifle. In England, pretty much anyone can buy an air rifle. I don't know what the age is, probably 16 or probably 18. It used to be 16 when I was a kid. The only thing is here with air rifles, they have to be under 12 foot-pounds of pressure just to be able to buy one. No license needed in England for these. I do believe you need a license in Scotland. Not sure about Ireland or Wales. You can get air rifles with much greater power, but they go on a firearms license. Again, a lot of people that have farms, vermin, crop protection, they may have an air rifle that's much greater than 12 foot-pounds. Here we have a 177 caliber CO2 rifle, or it can shoot BBs. Semi-automatic, fast as you can pull that trigger, fast as it's going to shoot. These just for a bit of fun in the garden. Again, I think you've got to be 18 to buy it. That's about it. Good fun to shoot. For those that really want to get into shooting and you want a bit more info, go down to your local newsagents. Lots of books on shooting. I have lots of magazines there on shooting. I bought this one over Christmas. What sort of guns, etc. Here's another great magazine to get from your newsagents, Gun Mart. Basically, loads of information on air rifles, shotguns, firearms, prices. So it gives you a little inclination to what's out there and what it's going to cost you to shoot. If you want to do the deer hunting, there's stalking magazines. These are all English magazines, by the way. We've got Rifle Shooter, the National Rifle Association's magazine, which you get free when you join, but you can buy it in newsagents. We have another one, Sporting Gun. These tend to be more for pheasant and partridge shooting. Sporting Shooter. The list goes on really. For people that think we're not a gun culture, it's here, but it's hidden. Everybody here is so worried about losing their rights, they won't do videos. You know, I go to some of the clubs to shoot. Oh, I don't want to be in it. I don't want no one knowing. And it's a sad culture. I'd like to turn that round a bit and, you know, show that we're not all nutcases. It's a great sport. That's what it is to us Brits. It's a sport. It's for fun. We don't need them for defence. Despite what you're going to read, or see on the news in the States, everyone ain't stabbing everybody here. I'm going to put in the description some links to some shooting organisations here and a couple of websites where people and gun shops sell firearms as such online. That would be Gunstar and Gun Trader, both .co.uk, not .com. But the links will be in there if you guys just want to see what's for sale in England. Getting back to those in England who want to take this further, if you just log on to your local police website, if you look on there will be a link that says applying for firearms, shotguns or explosive licences. It's normally on the first page. It's quite easy to find. What more can I say? Stay safe, keep shooting. Oh, don't forget, like and subscribe. I keep forgetting.